What's up guys? My name is Nicole Bout. In today's video, we are talking all things Canyons Village at the base of Park City Mountain Resort. And in this video specifically, we're gonna talk about the pros and the cons of potentially owning real estate at the Canyons Village. So make sure you stick around. This video is going to be action-packed and you want to stay to the end because that's where we actually talk about the prices. So the Canyons Village was actually built in 1968. It was formerly known as Park West. It became known as the Canyons Village in 1997 when the American Skiing Company purchased it, which then got purchased by Talisker Club, the former Talisker Club, not Talisker 2.0, and then it was later sold to Vail Resorts in 2014, and now it has merged with Park City Mountain Resort. So in today's real time, it is known as the Canyons Village at Park City Mountain Resort, and it boasts some of the most incredible real estate you could ever own. If you ever purchase in the Canyons area, it is basically like owning beachfront property. It's amazing. Majority of it is ski in, ski out. It's having a luxury condominium boom. So here's the things that you need to know about the Canyons. So first off, you're about 35 to 40 minutes from Salt Lake City International Airport, which is fantastic. You're also wedged in between Old Town Park City and Kimball Junction, which gives you easy access to grocery stores, gas stations, Main Street if you want to have a night out on the town. It's super convenient. The Canyons Village is just exploded in the last couple of years, and it has now 22 developments. That is absolutely insane, and make sure you comment down below if you think that I should do a video on each development. So the Canyons Village is really known for its condos and its townhomes, but it does have a lot of single family residents as well. And in a different video, I actually talk about the Colony, which is a private gated community located within the Canyons Village, which is basically like the Deer Valley of the Canyon. So if the Colony is something that interests you, make sure you click on this video right here to learn about the Colony. So some of the pros of living in Canyons Village is that it basically feels like you're living life on vacation. You are close to everything, close proximity to the airport, close proximity to the grocery stores. You're wedged in between Old Town and Kimball Junction, and you have some really incredible views of the mountains. You have tons of real estate options to choose from townhomes to condos, to hotel condos, to single family residences, and we'll definitely break down some of the newer condos that you should be aware of, that should be on your radar. Another awesome thing about the Canyons Village is that it has a lot of amenities. So within the different hotels and the different developments, you do have like a marketplace and coffee shops and a liquor store. There are little cafes, there's shopping, there's a North Face, there's Canyon Mountain Sports, you've got ski shops. There is a big fire pit in the village center, and you get to enjoy live music a lot of times in the summertime and live concerts also in the winter. We also have the Canyons Golf Course right there, which is a public course in Park City, and I've been told it is very technical and a little difficult, but it's super fun. Another awesome thing about the Canyons Village is that you have something known as Canyons Connect, which is actually an app on your phone that you can download. It is completely complimentary, and I swear if they didn't come out with this, like, you would lose your mind trying to find parking up there. With all the new developments going in and kind of every parking lot that basically was parking is now a structure. So it's really difficult to find parking unless you're an owner and you can park in your parking garage, like if you own property up there, or you're a guest staying up there. For the public, it's a little difficult to find parking. So the Canyons Connect app is really amazing. You just download it, search in the App Store, Canyons Connect. It's complimentary shuttle service. They do not run in the summertime, just the winter. However, you can kind of ask them to pick you up from a certain spot and have them drop you off at a certain spot. So it's super convenient and really awesome. One of the cons of this area is that it's a lot of hotel condos, the Grand Summit, Sundial, Silverado, Waldorf, the Ascent, the Lift. These are Pendry. These are all what's referred to as hotel condos. Now, some people, this is a dream come true. You don't have to do landscaping. You have somebody that manages your property for you all the time. You don't have to furnish the place. It comes completely furnished. There's a front desk that takes care of the bookings for you. And a lot of times there's a property management service that takes care of all the rentals for you. It could also be a con because they are a little bit more difficult to finance, and you really need to find a lender that is familiar with this product so they structure your loan correctly, because oftentimes with hotel condos and the nightly rental aspect of it, and the fact that it is run like a hotel with a front desk and a key card, you definitely need a little bit more down for it's an investment property basically. So you need around 25 to 30% down. Con is that basically anywhere you see that is still an empty parking lot will eventually be built upon. So wherever you see kind of empty lots, just note that yes, eventually that will go vertical and it will most likely be another hotel or townhomes or condos. Con about this area is that yes, there is kind of some hidden fee, which is referred to as the CVMA, which is Canyons Village Master Association. There is a 2% buyer transfer fee, and this fee goes to managing public services, the Canyons Connect complimentary shuttle service, the amenities at the Canyons Village, the maintenance of Canyons Village, all the transportation within the Canyons Village, and it's pretty much a transfer fee that is collected on majority of all the properties, but definitely make sure you read the Canyons Resort Village Management Agreement. It was written in 1999, and it definitely has a breakdown of the 2% buyer transfer fee and what it is, what it goes towards. So let's talk about some of the subdivisions within the canyons. So some of the newer subdivisions that you have are going to be Apex Residences. This is ski in, ski out. These are very luxurious. It is located at the top of the canyon, so you have amazing views of Snyderville Basin. You also have the Ascent Hotel, which is going to be a Hilton product. This is brand new, it's going in, it's gonna be right across the street from the Waldorf Astoria. And you also have Blackstone Residences. These are fairly newer-ish. Prices have shot up on these bad boys. You used to be able to find one for the 8s and the 9s, and now you are paying at least 1.2, 1.3 for one. There is also the Frostwood Villas, who are very close to the Frostwood Gondola. You have Juniper Landing, which is also in this area. Also have the Lift Condominiums. This is located more up towards Pendry, Sundial Lodge, and the Apex, and this has a really cool aesthetic as well. It is Replay Resorts, which is the developer, which is also the same developer as the Yotel Pad. A new shining star at Canyons Village is the Pendry Residences, obviously a Montage product, and this is really going to change the vibe of the canyons. I have had so many people reach out to me and say, I saw your video on Pendry, I really want one. And I'm like, gonna be a brand new lift put in, there's going to be commercial in there, restaurants, a spa, a rooftop deck, and it's gonna have pretty much stunning views. And we all know, if you're familiar with the Montage brand, it's fabulous. There's also going to be a ski beach, so there are 153 luxury condos of those, so if you're wanting to get into the Pendry, you're going to have to buy a resale because they are completely sold out, and hopefully they will be done with construction by the end of this year, December, which is 2021. Also, the Ridge at the Canyons, which is pretty dang fabulous. These are modern townhomes. They're ski in, ski out. They're absolutely gorgeous. These are in the $3 million range. You also have White Pine Canyons Village, which are located closer to the base by the Cabriolet next to Blackstone Residences, and these are phenomenal. These are gorgeous. The original pricing, you were paying about 1.8 million, and now they're being listed for 2.6 and 3 million. So similar to what the Ridge is going for. These are incredible. They have 2-car garages, they're townhomes. The inside is absolutely phenomenal. It is definitely a California buyer's aesthetic, very luxurious, very light, bright, and airy. It's almost got this bohemian chic, like very luxurious, elegant vibe. It's a cool vibe. It's not like glam, but it's almost like Scandinavian, bohemian. a little bit, and California buyers really pounced on this. I work with a lot of California buyers, and I know what their expectations are of the interior, and this is California buyer aesthetic to a T. If you like light, bright, and airy, you like simplicity, and you like really, really chic. Also have the Yotel pad. I think the Yotel pad is a really cool alternative if you do not have deep pockets and you're looking to own a piece of the Park City lifestyle. Their studios are pretty small, however, they sleep a lot of people. Everything is smart. So all the storage is built into the wall. It's very clean aesthetic. It's super simple. It kind of makes me think of like Japan a little bit, like this small living space where it's like minimalism. And now we'll kind of talk about some of the other areas. So if you don't have $1 million, you don't have $2 million or $3 million to spend, but you're like, hey, I want to land in the Canyons Village. This is an amazing area. Sundial, Grand Summit, Silverado are still places that you can get in for a pretty good price. And Sundial is literally probably one of the best locations because you're right at the village, you're close to the gondola, and you're pretty much ski in, ski out, and you can get it for a pretty good price. Grand Summit is also the same way. Silverado is across the street from Yotel Pad and Westgate, and I would say that out of all of those hotels, like the Silverado is my least favorite. I don't like it. I think the outside is beautiful, but I think the interior has a terrible design, has a terrible flow, and I'm not a fan of it. I think if you are an investor, it's a fantastic opportunity because they do have lots of lockouts and you can have good producing rental income. However, if I was to spend more long-term time there, I would not like it there. That's just my personal opinion. I'm being very straight up with you. I'm an architect's daughter, so I have a pretty high standard of architect. However, it might be a great option for you. No judgment there. Some people love it, so it's just personal preference. You can also buy into the Waldorf, and the Waldorf has probably the worst split in history if you're buying into the Waldorf. The Waldorf is basically like owning a single family home. The Hilton takes 70% of your rental revenue. So it's basically like owning a vacation property, and you are getting a little bit of cash flow. You'll probably cover your HOA fees and your property taxes with the rental income you make from owning the Waldorf. They used to be some of the most lucrative units to own, but they had a complete restructure of their HOA. They take about 70%, and therefore, if you're looking for something that's under 70%, then I would not be looking at the Waldorf. But if you're looking at something that is luxury at the Canyons and you just want a vacation property and you're not concerned about rental income, then I would definitely look there. So now let's talk prices. So what can you expect to pay? So the lowest priced property at the Canyons Resort right now is $344,000. It is located in the Yotel Pad, and it's basically a studio. And the prices go all the way up to $3.2 million, and that's what you would be paying for if you wanted a townhome at White Pine Canyon. If you guys want to know more about the Canyons Village, please check out some of the other videos on my channel. My name is Nicole Bowdle, and if you'd like to get a hold of me, my contact information is always dropped down in the description below.